Customer states that this backflow has leaked for them over the past 2 years, continues to do so even after startup. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to avoid a third callback for that same reason. We'll go ahead and get this tightened up in my vise right there on the vent. We'll pull off these legs and retape them. That's step one. Go grab some monster tape. I like to take all of the original tape off. So we'll do that to this one too. I got lucky on that first one. Usually that tape doesn't come off that easily. This will be the rest of this tape. And then we'll go back over to the backflow with an adjustment screwdriver and peel out the tape on the inside of the threads here as well. I want a clean slate to work with. We got the old tape off nice and clean. New tape is on. It's just unfortunate that I don't remember which one went on which side. So I'm going to have to go walk over to where the backflow is to make sure I install these correctly, because I wasn't exactly paying attention. I want to say that the longer one is on the incoming side and the shorter one's on the outgoing side. Let's go walk over there. We don't even need the backflow. We're just going to set these where they go. We want to see them level like this. I'm willing to bet that would mean that they would have to go this way. I was wrong. Shorter one goes on the right, taller one goes on the left. Alrighty, that's how this is going to go. Since my backflow is backwards, we are going to switch. Backwards compared to what is over there. Now, I rub my fingers against these at the very end really hard so that I can get the thread started. You want to be very careful here because you can cross thread this. We're on. That one is tight, so we'll go ahead and do this one next.
How often do you make videos?
Pretty often. The camera shut off before this happened. I'm pretty sure I figured out where the leak was coming from. There was a hairline fracture in this fitting here. Tightening it up, it snapped off very easily too. We'll go ahead and get the easy out, take this out, and then we'll grab a coupling and another male adapter and put this back together. Maybe that was the leak she was having. Either way, we're still gonna rebuild the whole backflow. We're gonna make it damn near impossible for there to be another leak. I'll get that off later. Time to cut this off, put on a coupling and another male adapter so that we can bring it back out to where it was. That's good. With that new fitting in, and that new fitting as well, we can start taking apart the backflow so that we can flip the elastomers in the check valves. You see this little line right here? That's from it sitting on the seat in the inside there. And I'm definitely not using that to take this apart. What we'll do is take this little screw out of here, then we're going to flip the elastomer, the red piece. Sometimes I like to use the washer to get up in there. I don't have nails. There's also the flathead screwdriver that will do it. There we go. And look at that. This has already been flipped before. It's a good thing that I carry some extra parts here. Let's see. That one's never been flipped. Or it has, rather. We'll go ahead and stick this one in. That'll make check valve 1 work the way it's, check valve 1 work like it's supposed to. Now this can be a harder one to install because it is a thicker spring. Push it in, give it a couple turns until the threads catch, and then the rest is easy. We'll tighten that up with the ratchet. Somebody asked me about this. This is a mechanic's ratchet, double-sided. We've got the 24 millimeter on one side and the 13 millimeter on the other for the relief valve when I do eventually go to work on that. I'll go ahead and kick this up like this. Take this one out. This one looks the same as the other. I'm willing to bet it was flipped at one point, so let's go check that to see if it was flipped. Get the screw off here, put these here, grab a flathead screwdriver. That one's been flipped before recently. I'm sure I have, there we go, clean one. That has never been flipped, so we'll be brand new on both sides of this. Check valve 1 and check valve 2 will have fresh seals. This one's a little easier to install usually because the spring is not as stiff as the other one. As I get this last bolt out of here, we'll release the relief valve. That's definitely a problem. We're gonna have to either flip or replace. I'd probably replace that one with one of the ones that I have sitting in my truck here. Let's go ahead and do that. I saw the spring drop. Even if I couldn't find it, I'm sure I have another one right here, so not a big deal. Let's see, small elastomer. That one looks clean, but let's see what else we got. That one's better. We'll go ahead and use that elastomer, which is in much better condition than this one. We could even swap out this part here. It looks fine to me. I don't see anything wrong with it, so we're going to leave it. Even the O-ring looks good on this one. We'll leave it. There is an O-ring right where'd that, there it is. There's my spring. We'll go ahead and I like to stick the spring in first. Get this lined up correctly with the holes. Got to make sure you line up the little hole with the little hole. And then do the same thing over here, the little holes at the top. You want to make sure all of your holes for your bolts are open as well, and they are. I like to hold it together like this and get one of them in. Once I get one tightened all the way down, then it makes it easy to get the rest in. And there we go. We'll get this one tightened down. Now it's not coming apart. I can put the rest of the bolts in without holding it down. It's all set up. Moment of truth. Let's go install it and turn on the water. The water's turned on. Go ahead and clear any debris from the main line and clear the air. And we'll go ahead and, so far, not a drop. So we're good there, all the way up until this point at least. Let's go ahead and pressurize the system. It ain't leaking at all. Looks good to me. It's still pressurizing the main, so we'll wait for it to finish pressurizing the main before we call it a good repair. I'm sure it's impossible to hear it through the microphone of my camera. The water has stopped flowing through the backflow. There's not a drop. Not a drop. There won't be a third callback for this one. We can do the startup now.